Hi everybody, good morning. Welcome back. I am so happy to see you. I am going to play guitar for a moment and then I'll sing for you. Let everybody join us. Come on in. Hello, 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 and how are you? I'm fine, and I hope that you are too. Hello friends, how are you? I'm so happy to see you. Hi friends, hi friends, hi friends, hi friends. Hello, 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 and how are you? I'm fine, and I hope that you are too. Hello everybody, how are you? I'm so happy to see you. Hi friends, hi friends, hi friends. So good to see you. Thank you for joining me, everybody. Welcome back. Did you miss me? I missed you. Welcome back to Bonus Time with Bando. We're doing circle time today, and we have a very special one, so I'm glad you could join us. We are celebrating Earth Day together. It's going to be really cool. But before we even talk about that, I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you for being my friend. Thank you for coming to Bonus Time with Bando and joining me every week and coming to sing and dance and play and do movement and read stories. I really appreciate it. It means a lot to me to have you here. Some of you are my students in my class right now, and I miss you very much. Some of you used to be my students, and we used to be together all the time, and I miss you very much too. And some of you I've actually never met in person. But to have you here on this channel with me today is so special to me. So I really hope, if you and I have never met, I really hope we get to meet each other someday. And if we do know each other, I can't wait till we get to see each other again. So again, friends, I'll just say thank you, thank you, thank you for joining me. Thank you for coming to Circle Time with Teacher Bando. And my camera person, Sabrina. Hi, Sabrina. Hello, 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 and how are you? I'm fine, and I hope that you are too. Hello, friends, how are you? I'm so happy to see you. Hi, friends. Hi, friends. Hi, friends. Hi, friends. Hello, good morning everybody. Welcome to Bonus Time with Bando. We have a very special circle time today. It's Earth Day! Yay! Earth Day is a very special day. Earth Day is a day that people figured out we need a day just to celebrate the Earth and how amazing the Earth is and what we should do to help protect the Earth. So, today's Earth Day is a very, very special one because it's 50 years old. That's right. Earth Day was first started 50 years ago. Is that 50 on your screen? Yeah, because that would be backwards. 50 years, that's a long time. So that means for the last 50 years, people have been celebrating the Earth. And basically, this is like a birthday for the Earth. So Earth Day is a way for us to figure out how special the Earth is, what we can do to help it, and how we can share with our friends about how to help. So today, I have a really special book that I want to read with you, and we're going to get into it. So this will help answer one of our main questions, and that main question is, why? Why do we celebrate Earth Day anyway? The Earth is here, doesn't seem to be going anywhere, it seems to be doing just fine. Why do we need to celebrate? Why do we need to do anything? The Earth is just here and we're on it, right? Well, not so fast. Turns out it's up to each one of us to do our part to help the Earth stay healthy. Just like it's up to us to do our part to keep our bodies healthy. So we'll read more about that. And at the end, when Circle Time is wrapping up, I'm going to ask you and the grown-ups you're with to type in your computers or your phones or however they're watching it. I'm going to ask your ideas of what you think you can do to help the Earth. So keep that in your head because we'll be coming back to that later. So I'm going to read this very special book that I got. Should I come a little closer for you? Is that better, Sabrina? The Mess We Made. Written by Michelle Lord and illustrated by Julia Blattman. The Mess We Made. All right, this book is a rhyme, so follow along. It's going to build on these rhymes as we go along. So pay attention. You ready? Here we go. This is the mess we made. That's some dirty looking water, huh? There's a lot of garbage in there. This is the mess we made. These are the fish that swim in the mess that we made. And this is the seal that eats the fish that swim in the mess we made. This is the net that catches the seal that eats the fish that swim in the mess that we made. And this is the boat of welded steel that dumps the net that catches the seal that eats the fish that swim in the mess we made. This is the current that swirls through the bay that rocks the boat of welded steel that dumps the net that catches the seal that eats the fish that swim in the mess we made. Look at that water. Can you see how dirty that water is? That doesn't look fair to those animal friends. This is the turtle green and gray that rides the current through the bay, that rocks the boat of welded steel, that drops the net that catches the seal, that eat the fish that swim in the mess we made. This is the plastic thrown away that trapped the turtle green and gray, that rides the current through the bay, that rocks the boat of welded steel, that dumps the net that catches the seal, that eats the fish that swim in the mess we made. This is the landfill growing each day that spills the plastic thrown away, that traps the turtle green and gray, that rides the current through the bay, that rocks the boat of welded steel, that dumps the net that catches the seal, that eats the fish that swim in the mess we made. We are the people at work and at play that stuff the landfill growing each day, that spills the plastic thrown away, that traps the turtle green and gray, that rides the current through the bay, that rocks the boat of welded steel, that dumps the net that catches the seal, that eat the fish that swim in the mess we made. I want you to notice something here in the water. We're going to talk about this at the end. Look at all these tiny little bits in the water. Do you see that? That's all plastic. That's all garbage. A lot of it is called microplastic. We'll talk a little bit about that at the end too. Look at this mess we've made. There, you can really see all that microplastic. Look at this mess we've made. But we are the ones who can save the day, reduce our waste at work and play, recycle the plastic thrown away. Look at that. Their sign says, join us for Beach Cleanup Day. A lot of people do that for Earth Day. They do beach cleanup days and they get together and they clean up garbage in waterways and on beaches and on streets and sidewalks. So it's a really kind way to pitch in. And they do this to shrink the landfill without delay, right? They're helping out to make those landfills smaller and to get those beaches cleaned up. We rescue the turtle green and gray and haul the garbage from the bay. This is really interesting. You see that ring? That is a ring that they set up so they could collect all the garbage inside of it and then move on to the next part. You could see they're scooping stuff up. There's a plastic bottle. There's a bag on the sea turtle. That's really tough for sea turtles to deal with that. We protest the boat of welded steel, collect the nets, and free the seal that ate the fish. Protest means they're letting the boat know that they don't agree with what the boat is doing, throwing out those nets, catching the seals, polluting the waters. They say no thanks. That swim in the ocean that we save. So look at that. That's a really cool one. We protest the boat of welded steel, collect the nets, and free the seal that ate the fish that swim in the ocean that we save. So they saved it. They saved the ocean. This shows us that everybody can make a difference and everybody can pitch in to help out. Because if we all pitch in and we all help out, we can make a world of difference on Earth Day and on any day, really. This is really interesting. These are calls to action. These are different things it tells us about what we can do to help out. I'm not going to get too far into this, but this is really interesting. This is about the landfills, about how we create garbage and what we can do to sort our garbage so everything doesn't go in the landfill. We're going to talk more about that. This is talking about the Great Pacific Garbage Patch. So that means in the middle of the ocean, here's a map, right? In the middle of the ocean, here's Seattle. That's where I live. A lot of you live there too. In the middle of the ocean, it says the Great Pacific Garbage Patch. And that means that a lot of the garbage that wound up in the water winds up in this area because there's a thing called a gyre. And that's something that spins in the water. It's using like centrifugal force and it keeps circling and circling. And this is where that Pacific gyre kind of coalesces and comes together. And then all of the garbage kind of comes together here. But scientists said that as much as we can see the garbage up on top, that heavier garbage has sunk to the bottom. And underneath the Great Pacific Garbage Patch on the bottom of the ocean, they said there's probably a mountain of garbage, maybe higher than many of our mountains here that we can see, made of garbage. There's another gyre here with a garbage patch in the South Pacific, and another one in the North Atlantic with more garbage, and a South Atlantic one with more garbage, and an Indian Ocean one with more garbage as well. So you can see there's garbage all over the world in our oceans, and it's also on our lands and our landfills. Sometimes you might be walking and you see garbage on the sidewalk. Let's talk about how we can keep this from happening. Are you ready? Let's do it. Let's talk about that. I hope you enjoyed that book. That book is really special. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed that book, or a heart. That'll show me that you actually really did enjoy that. That book is special. Okay. I have here, I made here a board. Let's get a board situated. I'm going to move my... Okay. I've got a board, and I wrote down on the board different words. And the different words that I wrote correspond to different things that we use and how we can get rid of them or how we can reuse them. So first, we talked all about the ocean problem with all the garbage, right? Well, one thing that you saw plastic bottles, right? There was a lot of plastic bottles in the water. We see these things everywhere, don't we? We all grew up seeing these plastic bottles everywhere. And water is so important for us to drink, right? Yes. However, one thing that we can do to keep plastic outside of the waterways and on the sidewalks and filling up our landfills, well, number one, instead of plastic bottles, we can get a reusable bottle. I have here a bottle that was made by people called Ocean Bottle, and they made this specifically to help with the garbage problem in the oceans. They partnered with a company called the Plastic Bank that works with other people to clean up the waters, to clean up the beaches. They collect the plastic, and then they bring the plastic to a factory that can produce that plastic into new things. So you take this garbage plastic that people collected, you make it into new things to keep it out of the landfills and out of the ocean, and that can help fund making metal. You can hear it's made out of metal water bottles that have a little recycled plastic. And I can reuse this bottle for years and years and years and not need any of these. In fact, for 1 year that I use a reusable bottle and don't drink out of these, I can save thousands of bottles and not need these. So that's a good one. So, here's our board. I almost forgot. It says reuse with a symbol of reusing with a heart. Reduce, we start here when we want to go lower. Recycle, you can see the triangle, the arrows, they go all around each other. They keep going. Compost with a leaf, it's green, and garbage with an X. We're going to try to avoid that. So we're going to talk about these even more in depth. Okay. Anybody know what this is made out of? Styrofoam. Styrofoam is very lightweight. It's pretty strong, and it's really good at holding temperature. So if you need to keep things cool or warm, Styrofoam is very good. However, unfortunately, Styrofoam is pretty bad for the environment. It's pretty bad for the earth, and it's not easy to recycle. Styrofoam, we're going to keep you out of the landfill. So I had some medicine that came in this. That's why it had to be protected. But I didn't want that medicine to, I didn't want to get the medicine and then just throw away the Styrofoam. I thought, I'm going to reuse the Styrofoam and keep it out of a landfill. So today, I filled it up with different items that we will check out and see how they fit here. So let's see, first item. I have here, looks like a receipt for a camera lens. I love taking pictures. This is made out of paper with no special coating on it. But the receipts are not recyclable. So this, unfortunately, is gonna have to go in the garbage, right in that section. But paper receipts are recyclable, so we'll put it right here in our recycle. That means that people can take this paper, shred it up, process it, and make new paper products. So this is going to stay out of a landfill, and after it gets recycled, people will be able to turn this into new paper. How cool is that? Let's see. A napkin. Well, let's see, it's not used, so I guess it's fine, right? Uh-oh, now it's used. Uh-oh, dirty napkin, but it's made out of recycled paper. So you know what? This can go in the compost, and that can get broken down into new soil, into new dirt that grows new things. My wallet. This is interesting. I'm sharing this one, not because I want to throw away my wallet. I don't want to do that. But my wallet is made out of material that is recycled from other things that they wanted to keep out of the landfill. So this is made out of things that they used to make sailboat sails. They use this material to make the sails. But after they've made that big triangle sail, there's all these leftover pieces that they use to, cut up the sail shape. There's all these tiny pieces left over. This material is very strong, and it's not recyclable, and it's not compostable, and it would be in a landfill for thousands of years. So instead of having it in the landfill for thousands of years, these smart people turned it into a wallet. And because it's so strong, I've had this one for years, and it won't be in a landfill anytime soon. So that's fun. Ooh, this is a really important one. I have 2 bags here. 2 bags here. Both of them are pretty good for the earth. One is better than the other. Do you know which one? This one, the reusable one. Paper is great. And you know what? You might have thought, how come Bando doesn't have a plastic bag to show us? Well, I don't really use plastic bags anymore because plastic bags are not good for the earth. I found out, listen to this, if I used a plastic bag, you know the ones that you get in a store, just put a couple things in, then you throw it away? Yeah, that one. If you use a plastic bag and it goes in the garbage can, then when that garbage bag goes into the garbage truck and the garbage truck brings it to the facility and the facility gets filled and then they bring that stuff to the landfill, that plastic bag will sit in the landfill for 1,000 years. 1,000 years. That's a long time, right? And we don't want our garbage to stay in the landfill for that long. So we found solutions. Here's what we did. First, we started coming up with paper bags again. Paper bags are great because they can decompose, they can biodegrade, we can recycle them. However, every time we need to make one, it takes energy to make a new bag. So instead, people started making these reusable bags made out of recycled plastic a lot of times. And these are great because they're sturdy and they're strong and they can last me for years. And then I don't have to use plastic bags at all. And then I don't even have to use paper bags that I need to recycle. So this one I'm gonna save so I can reuse it. You see, I'll put this in my reuse category right there. And I reduce my use by reusing this one. So right, I can reduce it by reusing this and reusing this bag. Let's see, what else do we have here? I have a piece of tin foil. This piece of tin foil was covering up some food that I made that needed to go in the oven that needed a tin foil covering. But when it was done, I didn't want to just crumble it up and throw it away because that's not being good to the earth. What I decided to do was I gave it a gentle cleaning and I stretched it out. And now I can use this piece of tin foil for lots of other things. Like I can fold it up and put it in my toaster oven, cut up some potatoes, and make some French fries that I can bake in the toaster using the tin foil. So the tin foil, where should we put this? Does it go in the garbage? Compost? Recycling? Nope. Reduce and reuse? Yeah. Even Sabrina's shaking her head back there. Reduce and reuse our... I almost called it toilet paper. That's not toilet paper, is it? Reuse and reduce our tin foil. So silly. I know. Okay. Let's see. Here's another one. Oh, look at this. This was a label to something that got shipped to me. This is a shipping label. You see that? It has a barcode. It has my address up there. But you can see it's sticky, right? That it just sticks like it's a sticky piece of paper. So I can't put this in the recycling because it has that sticky back, which means unfortunately it's garbage. So I'm gonna have to put this in my garbage pile with that receipt. You know, I really try to reduce what I'm putting in the garbage, but some things I can't avoid. Some things I can. One of the things that I can avoid is I have these beautiful cloth napkins. Look at this. This fits under reusing and reducing. So I don't have to have napkins all the time go in the compost or even in the garbage. I have these and I have enough where I can wash them and reuse them all the time. And they're very, very good for the environment. They're made out of cotton. I'll put that in the reuse and reduce section. Okay, let's see. I have a can of pinto beans. It's unopened. I might eat these for lunch. But when the can is emptied and I've eaten all the yummy beans out of the can, what do I do with the can? Do I put it in the garbage? Does it get composted? No, it gets recycled. So we will take this can and put it in the recycling, and they can use that metal to melt it down and make new things out of that metal, which is much more helpful for the earth than digging in the ground to find new metal. Okay, this is a really interesting one. A plastic Ziploc bag. So this one we had full of bread. This was really good. We made a fresh loaf of bread and then sliced it up and then froze it so we could use the pieces individually when we needed it. But then when the bread was all gone, I looked at the bag and I said, you know what? That bag isn't very dirty at all. This bag isn't ready for the garbage. Unfortunately, these aren't even recyclable, even though it's made of this plastic. So people throw these away. This is a lot of waste that happens. So one thing that you can do if you have these in your home, when you use them and they're empty, they can be washed out and reused like a dozen times before they start getting a little janky. You can see some of the paint is even coming off because we have washed and reused this multiple times. So, does this go in the garbage? Nope, it goes in reuse and reduce. So look at this. Our reuse and reduce pile is very big. Our garbage pile is very small so far. Oh, here's a good one. This is a piece of lemongrass that we made a delicious rice dish last night. So this is a spice that comes from Southeast Asia, but we're all done with that. Smells good, smells lemony. This is going to go in the compost because it's made out of plants, and that is going to get turned into new soil. Also, these little paper cupcake wrappers. You can see we ate these lemon poppy muffins. Actually, they weren't cupcakes. We did have cupcakes earlier in the week for my birthday, but these were lemon poppy seed muffins. And these are made out of paper that can be composted, and it has the food scrap on it. So right there, right in our compost. Okay, what's this? We all know what these are. This is a very hot commodity these days. Toilet paper. We all need toilet paper, right? Well, what about the empty roll? Do we just throw it away when it's done? No, we got to do something with it, right? So we're going to take this and we'll put it in the garbage so it goes in the landfill, right? Nope. This is going to be recycled right there. That can be turned into something else. Avocado pit. This is the inside of an avocado. This is going to go in our compost because it's made from plants. The clamshell for cherry tomatoes. Look at this. I have these delicious cherry tomatoes here. They're so good. Speaking of Mother Earth, Earth grew these tomatoes, and amazing, wonderful people grew these tomatoes. These are delicious. They're full of lycopene, vitamin C, vitamin E, vitamin A. These are all vitamins that help my body stay strong and grow healthy. So I love eating tomatoes that my farmer friends grew. But what about this plastic little clamshell that they came in when I've eaten all of my tomatoes? What do I do with this? Well, as a little symbol right here on the bottom, I don't know if you can see it, but it's a little recycling symbol with the number 1 right inside. That means it's definitely recyclable. We'll put it right there. What about these? I've got these little yummy candies from Indonesia. I really like these. They're kind of one of my treats that I have. And I don't always get them because they have these little wrappers that I can't do anything with because look, unfortunately, that is garbage. So if I'm gonna eat my yummy candy, I'll eat the candy and I have to throw the wrapper away. That's one of the reasons why I try not to get too much stuff that has to go in the garbage. Last thing, I've got this delicious, delicious apple. This apple's so sweet, it's not tart at all. No, it's not an apple. It's an orange, you're right. Okay, this orange, no? It's a banana, because it's yellow. Okay, so anyway, as I was saying, this banana is really, no, it's not a banana either. All right, you got me. It's a lemon. All right, this lemon has a sticker on it. When I'm getting ready to get this lemon ready, I have to peel that tiny sticker off and I have to put it, unfortunately, in the garbage pile right there. And after I'm done, I cut open my lemon, I squeeze out the juice, I maybe make a really delicious salad dressing with that lemon. And I can even zest some of the skin. Excuse me, I'm hiccuping from that tomato. It was really good. So I can take the zest and zest it, and it can be really delicious. And then that can go in the compost. And again, my styrofoam box, I'm going to reuse. So look at this. Look at our setup here. We've got this box to reuse, we've got the bags to reuse, the cloth napkins, the tin foil, right? I've got my reusable water bottle right here. Oh, and we have our plastic bottle that we're not going to use. We're going to try to avoid these. But if we can't avoid them, we can refill them, we can reuse them until we can't anymore, and then they can be recycled. So look at our list. Garbage, very small pile. Compost, very important. I usually have lots of compost in my house because I eat lots of plants and stuff. And then recycling, that's a nice big pile. That's stuff that's going to be recycled and turned into new stuff. Reduce and reuse, and then they don't have to go in the garbage. So friends, that is one of our main Earth Day lessons. I'm very curious, how can you help? What are some of the ideas that maybe you're thinking of right now as we got to do this activity, as we read our amazing book? What are some ideas that you have to help the Earth? I'd love to hear them. So I'm going to be checking on your questions at the end. So if you have a question or a comment or a way that you can help the earth, we'll do that. Who's ready to get up and move? We've been sitting for a while. Let's do it. Come on up. Okay. All right. First things first, we're going to start with some jumping jacks. I'm going to move here so I don't jump on anything. All right. So, jumping jacks. We're going to do our rocket blast off jumping jacks. But instead, because today is Earth Day, let's pretend we are, what could we pretend? We could pretend we are, I get it. We're going to pretend that we are a recycling plant. And these motions are motions that will be taking all of those things that need to be recycled and turned into something else. And at the end, poof, new product, new plastic, new stuff that got saved from the landfill. You ready? We're going to start at 10, count down to 1. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All that stuff got saved from the landfill. We're going to do it 2 more times. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Stuff out of the landfill. Last time. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, come on. 3, 2, 1, 0. All that stuff out of the landfill. It's so great. All right, now you're a tree and you're swaying in the wind. Trees are so important. Trees sequester oxygen or sequester carbon dioxide, which means they take the carbon dioxide out of the air and they breathe out oxygen, which is really important because we breathe out carbon dioxide. That's what the trees need to breathe. And then they breathe out oxygen, which is what we need. So humans and trees have a relationship like this. We're very important for each other. All right, who's ready for a concert? You want to have a little concert? Come on with me. Let's do some music together. Whew. Oh, that was really fun. But you know what? We're going to take a little music break, and here's how we're going to do it. I'm going to play a little music. If you have an instrument at your house and you play music, you can play along with me. You might have percussion or a little drum, so we'll do it together. And if you don't have that, you can dance, you can move your body, and if you don't want to dance, you can just sit and watch. So let's have a little concert for a few minutes. Let's see. I got my tinkatong, I got my sansula, I got my bass. I got my looper, so now I don't have to play. That means that that little machine helps me make these things and put them together. Let's see, check this out. Cool, now I got my beat. Now I can do a bass line. You ready? Let's loop that. Yeah, look at that. That's cool. Music makes me so happy, my friends. Playing it makes my heart happy, makes my brain happy, makes me smile, it brings me a lot of joy. So thank you for joining me for this. And I'll start to take these out, let's see. you enjoy music, friends? Good. Me too. Thank you, everybody. That was my little concert just for you. We'll do that again next week, yeah?
Gil said I joined with my Sensula as well.
Who said that?
Gil.
Thank you, Gil. Gil is my buddy who also has a Sansula. That's so cool. We got to play together. And Gil lives on the other side of the planet. Gil, I believe, lives in Israel. And we got to play together. Come on back, friends. Thanks for joining me. Whew. That was fun. Let's have a moment of mindfulness, shall we? Kind of come on back. We had our movement. We had our music. Let's have a moment of mindfulness. Hey, look. My friend Andrea and Ben got me that picture. It fell down when we were doing jumping jacks, didn't it? I didn't even notice. That's an astronaut with all those bright colors. I love astronauts.
Gil's from Portugal.
Oh, Gil's from Portugal. I have another friend in Israel named Gil who also plays Sansula. Gil, that's so funny. Thank you for joining me all the way from Portugal. That's amazing. And I'm glad you had your Sansula with you today.
Riley says, I like your music.
Thanks, Riley. Riley's one of my students.
And Ailey was playing piano with you.
Oh, great, Ailey. I'm glad we could join together. All right, friends. Are you sitting down? Are you comfortable? We're going to do our mindful breathing. And if you remember, with our mindful breathing, we're going to pretend that it's our birthday. I want you to close your eyes. I want you to think about your birthday, how much fun that is. And imagine your birthday cake. And I want you to smell that birthday cake. Take a big, deep breath and smell it. Hold it, and then breathe out. Blow out those candles. Yeah, we're gonna do that a couple times. So breathe in the smell of the cake. And blow out the candles. Breathe in the cake. Breathe and blow out the candles. Breathe in one more time. Blow out the candles. How do you feel, friends? Do you feel more relaxed? Do you feel calm? I feel calm. Thank you. Take one last deep breath. Fabulous. That was really great. Okay. I wanted to ask you, what are some things that you thought about how you can help the earth on this Earth Day and on every day? It doesn't just have to be April 22nd, which is today. April 22nd is Earth Day. And yes, we're celebrating the 50th anniversary of it. But every day can be Earth Day. Every choice we make can make a positive impact or a negative one. So the more we try to help the earth, the better we will be. All right. So I'm definitely going to love to hear some of the things that you're saying and some ideas that you may have, or even maybe some stuff that you just wanted to share with me.
Before we start, lots of people are saying hi.
Hi. Hi, friends.
I think your classrooms are watching. Teacher Aaron has a bunch of comments here. Teacher Aaron says, let's see, where did they all go? They disappeared. Uh-oh.
I know a bunch of my friends also like watching me
Okay.
eat on camera somehow.
Yes. So Teacher Aaron, Teacher Matt, Teacher Catherine, Madeline, James, Dell, and Apollo all say hi.
Hi, friends. Hi, Teacher Aaron. Hi, Teacher Matt. Hi, friends. All of you kids. I miss you so much, and I'm really glad that you're watching here with me.
Hello from the Heffalump room as well.
Hello from the Heffalump room. Hello, Heffalumps, and hello, everybody else at my school. I'm going to eat this tomato for you.
Aaron says they've dubbed their group the Komodo Jungle Flies, and they say hi.
Hi, Komodo Jungle Flies. That's a funny name.
Okay, Sienna and Kathy joined during
Hi,
your
Sienna and
mindfulness.
Kathy. They're my buddies.
And Kathy says that you can clean up when you see garbage at the beach.
Oh, that's a great idea. Yes, that's a great idea, Kathy. She says you can clean up garbage at the beach. Next time you get to go to the beach, you don't have to all fill up with all sorts of little bits. Because remember I mentioned the microplastics? Those are a lot of the plastics swirling in the ocean right now. In fact, there was a container ship. Remember we learned about those big ships? There was a container ship that was taking stuff across the oceans around the world. And in this container ship, it was full of Legos. And I know how much we all love Legos. There was a big storm at sea in 1997, which is a long time ago. The container went overboard and all the Legos spilled out into the ocean. Those Legos were washing up on shore around the world for decades, which means over 20 years, people were finding Legos from that spill. So cleanup on the beach is very important.
That was actually Sienna, not Kathy, and Kathy says no yelling.
Thanks, Sienna. I'm really glad you're on the same page then.
Riley says you can pick up garbage to help the earth.
Yeah, Riley, absolutely. Picking up garbage to help the earth is a great idea. Anytime you see a piece and you think, you know what, I'm going to pick that up and put it in that garbage can over there. Great idea. Thanks, Riley. Taffy says you can grow your own food. Yeah, Taffy, great idea. I was even just thinking with these tomatoes, I should plant some tomatoes so they grow in my yard out there, and then when they're ready, I'll just eat all these tomatoes. That's a great idea. Thank you, Taffy. Okay, a couple more hellos. Hello from upstairs, teacher Sam. Hi, Sam. Oh, I miss you. Sam is one of the teachers at my school. I'm so happy you're joining me, Sam.
Elliot and Alden say hi, Teacher Bando.
Hi, Elliot. Hi, Alden. I miss those two kids. You're my friends, and I hope you enjoyed the circle time.
Brooke says, we personally love that you have snacks each episode. Snacks rule.
I do like having little snacks during my episodes. It's true. There it is. I'm going to play Santula while we're doing this part.
Oh, okay. So Haley says hello, and she wants you to know that it's her mommy's birthday. Ashley. It's Ashley's birthday.
Yay! Thank you for letting me know. Thank you, Haley. And for Mom Ashley, happy birthday. Earth Day and Ashley's birthday is the same day. That's very special. Happy birthday, Ashley.
Okay, Deanna says you could ride your bike like Teacher Bando to help Mother Earth.
That's a great idea. Riding our bikes is a great way to help the earth because we don't use gasoline, right? We have to put gas inside cars. And gasoline comes from petroleum, which comes deep down inside the earth. You're not even going to believe this. Are you ready to hear this one? Gasoline, petroleum, is made from dinosaur bones. Yes, it's true. Deep inside the earth, when the dinosaurs lived a long time ago, when they died, they got covered with a little dirt and a little dust and some rocks. And over time, that built up until they got covered up by so much land. And then now, if you dig down deep, 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 all of that organic matter that used to be animals and plants and dinosaurs, it turns into this stuff called petroleum. And petroleum, they figured out, can fuel cars. But unfortunately, it pollutes the environment, and it's not good for the environment. So, doing things like walking, riding a bike, taking the bus, taking a subway, those are all very environmentally healthy ways to get around.
So, Zoe says plant flowers.
Plant flowers, great idea, Zoe. And Zoe, namaste to you. What's your favorite flower, Zoe? Mine is a Sekar Japun, which is a frangipani from Bali.
Riley says do not chop down trees.
Good one, Riley. Right now, the rainforest, which is where we get most of our oxygen from in South America, people are cutting down trees there. But other people are working really hard to tell them cutting down those trees is a bad idea. Trees are important, so I'm glad you knew that, Riley.
Teacher Aaron says, Dell says I have a octopus she wants to show you.
Thank you, Dell. I'd love to see your octopus sometime. I know Dell loves to draw, and she draws lots of really cool pictures. I bet it's a drawing of an octopus.
You sure?
No, I'm not sure.
Liliana says hello from Liliana, Annabella, Apollo, and our Aussie puppy, Stella Cloud Pickle.
Oh, wow. Stella Cloud Pickle is a great name. And thank you. Hello, Annabella. Hello, Apollo. And I really appreciate you always joining my show. It means so much to have you all here. Thank you so much. Thank you, Liliana.
Okay, we're going old school here. Andrea from Miami. She says, hi, Brandon. I'm watching with my kids in Miami from the first time, and they love your video.
Yay!
They jammed with you. Dylan says, clean up the beach to help the earth.
Thank you, Andrea. Thank you, Dylan. And hi, friends. Andrea is an old friend of mine from where I grew up in Miami. I'm so happy you're here with me with your kids. Yes, cleaning up the beach. What did Dylan say?
Clean up the beach to help the earth.
Clean up the beach to help the earth. I'm glad you got that message, Dylan. And next time you're at the beach in Miami, you can help clean up too. Thank you.
Teacher Erin says, James says she likes tigers. She loves cheetahs.
Oh, me too. Cheetahs are the fastest cat in the whole world, James. James is right. She noticed that cheetahs are a really special cat. My kitties would disagree. I think my cats would say they're the best cats.
Stephanie says, namaste, Bando, yelled Zoe in all caps.
Namaste, Zoe. And James, I definitely miss getting those hugs from you when I'm at school. I miss all my friends. My heffalumps, my jungle fly, Komodo jungle flies. I miss all of you.
Brooke says, Ellis wants you to know that he loves trucks and loves sea animals and has an idea to create an underwater garbage truck to clean the oceans.
That's a great idea, Ellis. You know what? Every idea started with somebody just thinking of something. So, Ellis, that's a really good idea. And that's an idea I haven't thought of before, underwater garbage trucks. The cool thing about this is, check this out. Ellis and everybody else who's watching, how old are you? Right now, yell at your computer. Tell me, how old are you? Uh-huh. I heard a lot of different ages. And here's the thing. Like, for my friends that went to the moon, this is a book I'm going to have to read with you, Moonshot. And it's about these three guys who went to the moon in this rocket ship. And you know what? Those three guys, they used to be in preschool. They used to be kids just like you. And they had the same dreams and the same ideas. And maybe one of them thought, you know, nobody's ever been to the moon before. I'm going to go. I'm going to be the first person. And there was like 400,000 people behind them that built the rockets and made all of this work. Teamwork made it work. And you know what? Teamwork is going to make cleaning up the earth work. So Ellis, great idea.
Riley says, I have lots of instruments too.
You do? Well, Riley, you know what I'd love? I'd love for you and your grown-ups to send me a video of you playing some of your instruments. How's that sound? I would love to see that. I really appreciate that.
Cousin Jack from New York says hi.
Hi, Jack. Good to see you, Jack. Jackie's my buddy from New York. I miss seeing you. We'll have to give you a call later.
I missed somebody early. Amy, she says. Hi, Brandon. The kids and I are excited to join you. This is Amy Eilbird. Sorry if I butchered your last name, Amy.
Hi, Amy. I am very happy that you and the kids are here. It makes me very happy. This is not Lisa and the kids' first time at Circle Time, so thank you for joining me every time. It really means so much to me. I do this because I want to stay connected with all of you.
Brooke says, Emmy likes helping the earth by, quote, hugging trees and planting flowers, and my favorite flower is a daffodil.
Daffodils are great flowers. Hugging trees is great. In fact, Sabrina's dad one time was laughing at me because we were in California in the great redwood forest. And those trees are so big and old and very special. And I went up to one that was about 800 years old. And I went up to it. I took a big breath. I smelled the fresh, clean air. I opened my arms and I wrapped it around the tree. Well, not around because it was so big. It was like this. And I gave this tree a big hug. And it was my way of connecting with the earth. In fact, you might have even noticed I wore a very special shirt today. I'll get close to the camera so you can see. This is my ocean shirt I wore today. You can see the whale and dolphin and turtles and look at that, a stingray. What other animals do you see? You can just shout them out right now. Yep, I see an octopus too. Yep, I see the lobster. You see the jellyfish? And a crab? And a couple fish?
Samantha says it looks like a Pokemon ball.
I can see that. Does anybody see the seahorse? I know Sam loves Pokemon, so that's not surprising. Look at that. We got a pufferfish and a seahorse. Lots of animal friends we should be helping in the ocean.
Couple more comments. Let's see. Riley's nodding his head that he wants to send a video of him playing his instruments, and cool. Jen says we'll make it happen.
Thank you, Jen. Thank you, Riley.
Andrea says, Dylan keeps asking me to say, when will you come to Dylan's house?
You know, Dylan, I would love to come to your house sometime. I'll remind you that a lot of people are still staying indoors right now to keep each other safe from that virus that's going around, right? You know, it's one of the reasons why we're washing our hands so well and we're covering our cough when we sneeze. But you know what? That's what we're all doing to keep each other safe. And that's why I'm doing the circle time and story time from home and not being in a school right now. Because right now I have to keep myself healthy and I have to keep Sabrina healthy. So we are here at home. But you know what, Dylan? I hope one day, the next time I go back to Miami and visit my parents that still live there, I'd love to come and see you. Thank you for the invitation.
James loves any flower that's pink.
I love all pink flowers too, James. I love all the flowers. Pink ones are especially nice.
And Riley says, I like Pokemon.
I bet you do, Riley. Riley loves a lot of things. Riley is very enthusiastic.
And that's it.
Friends, thank you so much for joining me. Let's do a little bit of a closing song, shall we? I'll put this one down. Okay. Ow. That was my finger. Okay, friends, let's see. Today was fun. Did you have fun? Yeah? If you had fun, say yeah. If you had fun, say yeah. If you had fun, say yeah as loud as you can. If you had fun, say yeah as quiet as you can. I had fun. I had fun today with you. Yes, I had fun. I had fun like I always do. We got to talk about the earth. We got to talk about our friends. We got to talk about the ocean and the fish that live in them. Who do we share the earth with? There's lots of friends. There's lots of friends. Who do we share the earth with? There's lots of friends. There's lots of friends. There's cows. We share the earth with. There's chickens. We share the earth with. There's bugs. We share the earth with. There's spiders. We share the earth with. There's snakes and rabbits and butterflies that we share the earth with. We share the earth with. There's turtles and badgers and bees. We share the earth with. We share the earth with. Cats. Oh, Sabrina reminded me. We share the earth with cats. It's true. Can you even believe that no cat has come to bother me during the circle time? I think I know why. They got treats and got fed before circle time. So they said, thanks, Bando. Thanks a lot, but we're good. We got everything we need because we're cats and we like to beg until we get our treats. And then we get our treats, we'll go to bed and go to sleep and bother you when you're sleeping. Cause that's how cats share the earth with us. That's true. What about dogs? Do dogs share the earth with us? Dogs share the earth. What about horses? What about gorillas? What about monkeys? And what about a sloth and a lemur and a turtle? I said turtles. There's lots of friends that we share the earth with, and we should protect every one of them because we share this big old earth that we are in charge of to help them. We gotta protect the cows. We gotta protect the fish. We gotta protect everybody that we share this great old earth with.
Jamie says salamanders.
Yeah, Jamie, salamanders is a good one. And my friend Jamie, she's got a cool last name. Her last name is Salamander. So we'll end with this one. You ready? Salamanders, salamanders, and caterpillars too share the earth with me and you. So friends, I hope you enjoyed this Earth Day special. My name is Teacher Bando, and your name is Teacher Bando. What? Your name isn't Teacher Bando? No, it's not. My name is Teacher Bando. Thank you to all my teacher friends who tuned in to help other friends watch this great show. Thank you to parents who tuned in to help their kids watch this awesome show. Thank you to other adults who help the kids tune into this awesome show. I really appreciate having all of you here because you know what? I can't do a show without you or this circle time. So, goodbye for now. I guess I'll see you next week. I don't want to go. Bye for now. It's the saddest part of my week. I don't want to say goodbye. I don't want to go right now. Just kidding, I'm not really crying. I know some of you are like, wait, is Bando really crying? I was just being silly. So, bye for now. Bye for now. I'll see you all next week. Goodbye, my friends. Thank you so much for joining me. This has been an Earth Day special, but remember, after you leave Circle Time, think again about different ways that you can help the Earth and all of the friends that live on the Earth, right? So we can pitch in together, we can keep the plastic out of the ocean, we can help our cow friends, and our chicken friends, and our fish friends, and our salamander friends, and our caterpillar friends, and our bat friends, and our pangolin friends, and our turtle friends, and our pig friends, our cat friends, and our turkey friends too. Thank you, everybody. I love you so much. I will see you next week. Bye, everybody. Thank you for joining me. Bye!